guys, we're at Sigma 3 Survival School and about to embark on a 40-day intensive instructor course. And I got here a day early and it's already started raining right before I got in this hooch. So, see how this works out. Already met a few great guys.
Today we built this together. Got a Dakota fire pit here, and they funneled the middle of it up here so you could put your pan on the center of this hole here. I'll get you a closer look of it. Packed it in with some clay, and you can see right back up in there, it's a nice tight sleeping shelter. So here you can see go around and show that too,
where you feed the wood in, and where you could, the heat will rise up through it, and you cook your meal.
So here's a door at the foot box of that debris area here, and inside the door there is a pit. And I'll show you that
rock pit in there, so you can throw hot rocks in to kind of keep your feet warm. Pretty cool. Here's the entrance to get in. It's actually fairly roomy. I mean, it's not huge, but you got a little bit of room to move around.
So as you can tell, this is shelter day. This huge leaf pile you see behind me is a shelter. The leaves on it are at least 2 foot thick, and I'll take you to the front and show you that.
So here's the entrance to the shelter I just showed you. I'll go ahead and get in there and kind of show you what it looks like, so you guys have a pretty good idea, and show you the door. Probably won't be able to see in there, but I'll give you a quick shot up the center of it. Actually, can't see. You can see pretty good, but you can see this is the entrance, and then the actual part where you sleep is back in that area there. Did stuff quite a few leaves in the bottom of this, at least 18 inches or so. Pretty nice. You can see the evergreen boughs kind of stuck in there so the leaves won't fall through the holes.
So this is what they call a jungle hooch, and today we also built this, definitely as a group. This is the bed here. You can see how much leaf debris is in here, and actually it was packed in there. We got in there and rolled around and did it a few times and then reset it up. But I'll take and give you a little quick side view of it so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like there. So here's a side view of it. Nothing real special. The bottom board was lashed, and then the rest of it actually is just stacked in there, guys. Makes it real easy. And we have our ridge pull up top, nice and sturdy.
So here's the big tent. Has a nice wooden floor in it. Pretty much a permanent fixture out here. Some wood over there. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. He has it staked down really good with some nice metal stakes. You could easily live in that sucker for sure.
So guys, this is another shelter we built. I'll give you a quick tour of it, kind of show you a little bit of the outside of it. It's got a few modern conveniences for sure, and it's definitely huge.
So I'll kind of do a little quick pan here. The gentleman that's staying in this went ahead and filled up some trash bags with leaves and put his pad on there. And there's a huge log there. You could throw hot rocks underneath this to help heat it up. There's a hole there. We left that hole to allow ventilation because it is the summer and it's hot. And as you can see, the inside is lined with a tarp. Take a pan to the right. You can see a shelf, and then above that's another shelf. The gentleman staying in this one has put his books on the shelf and some weather knickknacks on top. Here's the nice fireplace with a hearth. Got him a little table up here front, and then another hole on the other side. I'll go around to the back and show you the back, how we kind of filled that in. It looks pretty neat.
So guys, this is the back. All this cedar boughs here, we just weaved in and out. Not really to stop the rain, just maybe some blowing rain a little bit. It's definitely not going to stop at all. But kind of just blocks off the end there. Looks pretty nice. Piled some leaves on the outside. We put some boughs down and then the leaves. The boughs kind of help hold the leaves so the leaves don't slide down. Definitely a huge shelter. I'll show you real quick what it looks like kind of laying in there, how much room there is. Freaking ton of room in here, guys. I mean, you can even stand up in this sucker. Nice. I mean, the whole class could fit in this thing for sure. Turned out great.
So right now we got the water and the bamboo. And we're either going to boil or pasteurize it at this point. This morning we drug our cotton cloth through the field also to collect dew for drinking. Today's water day. Doing a sand charcoal filter right here, a drip filter. Heating up some rocks in there, like such. And I'll go show you what we're going to do. So next we dug a hole.
We all had to do it.
And lined it with clay, processed the clay a little bit. I'm going to get ready to put some water in it. So what we have here is an urban way to filter water with a plastic tube filled up, gravity fed. Has a clamp on the bottom with a piece of pine in there. And I'm not sure if you can see it drip. You just seen it there. So we're going to see how long it takes to fill it up, but it's dripping every so often. Looks like it's working so far.
Are both, you know, basically put into water by animals peeing in them. So by using a soil filter like this, we're not getting rid of the bacteria, but we're getting rid of the exposure to parasites and a lot of the bad bacteria that's up here on the surface that isn't down in the soil.
Looks like our coyote hole, I guess is what you call this, like a sip hole, is starting to fill up. We'll stuff all that grass down in there, pack it in real good, and he's going to show us a really cool patented way to make it kind of more of a permanent drinking system, at least for a little bit longer term situation.
Hot rock, coal stuff, lay it down underneath there, throw dirt over the top of it, put a lining like a sand lining in it, and throw the pig in and bury it all.
We cook the pigs in the ground, yeah. That's about it. You can cover it over with whatever you got. And
we stoked up the fire for the hot rocks inside there. We're going to get them glowing red. I think some of them are getting there actually. And there's the basin that we lined with clay that we're going to get the water boiling with those hot rocks. We're going to actually add more water to it. We pulled a little bit out.
Would you say that would be completely drinkable as it is?
picking up the sound from that. Yeah, I'd fill it up in the canteen and then let it
You get audio on that, David?
That smells like Yellowstone.
There you go. Where bears are.
Currently making pine needle tea. It's freaking hot fire for sure. This round here is mint tea. See how good that is. So we just tapped a birch tree today. Mine's freaking flowing good. Birch tree, this is a river birch. It's growing pretty close to the water, so it's water's flowing really good. Very cool. Only been here for literally a few seconds and got a bit going.
Yeah, that other one I went into, I went in deeper than that. There's nothing coming out.
Yeah, I mean,
Over a quarter inch in there.
Yeah.
That's what you want there. That's good.
Tastes good, guys. Tastes real good.
Whoa! No, careful guys, it's slick.
Damn. It's even cool and refreshing. Burning in a container today.
Guess I gotta go. Wait somewhere.
Might even. Where's my paramount? Yeah, you got my paramount? Yeah. I'm gonna take that over there. He's got a big drill press, and I'm gonna see if I can't put a lanyard on it. Right up here.
What is that for?
So I can
There's a little hole in the end of it. Make a nice little straw. Just got done doing a cedar on cedar bow drill fire. Used an Osage handhold, and literally everything else is cedar. The bow, spindle, and the hearth. Freaking awesome. Very cool.
all mixed in it, and I lit it up, and it was, when it was at its peak, it was, the flame was over the top of the trees. I'm not even exaggerating. And like, it started to create its own tornado. Like, it started sucking in air from everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the bamboo started going off, and it was like, bop, 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 just exactly like black cats.
Got the Dakota fire pit going. Just feed in from the end down here.
You get video of this flame?
So this is all night fire, stacked on some about ankle thick logs down on the very bottom, and you know, then ran the other ones the other direction, and packed dirt in between each log so the coals wouldn't fall through. All night fire. We'll see how that works out. So got a Paiute deadfall set up here. Actually found a little snake under this rock when I lifted it up, but got the toggle underneath the string there, you know, kind of wrapped around it. Let's see, I got my figure 4. This is the 2-stick, just a sharpened stick. There's not actually a divot in that part there, and need to sharpen the end of that to put some bait on or something. So you just set it off back here just a little, well, should have made it a little hairier, I guess.
Nice.
Actually, the first
Do a split stick figure 4 deadfall.
you generally want the rock at like 45. You wanted it. There's a lower than that.
Yeah, I mean, every rock's different. Like that rock ball came back, like that one he's using. If that rock was longer than the
Can't remember the name of this trap right now, but we're holding the bamboo down with these 2 stakes so it won't be pulled up. We've got our toggle right here, and then our snare loop right there. We've cut that out, made a little, you know, 5-cent piece, nickel size hole right there, and then you can see in there, all they got to do is hit that toggle. You could put bait way back in there a little further. And then we have a spring pull, which is what this one right here is. And we've tied our string on right there and coming down to the toggle. Pretty nice system. Do we want to set it off? Like get a long stick or something. I can videotape if it's being set off. Hold your camera too if you'd like.
Same thing. I want to catch it in video.
I want to stand back when it goes off. I might rip that pole right out of the ground. It's supposed to strangle it really fast.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, we don't have it set sensitive right now, but there you go, guys. You can't even get the stick back out once you get that in there. You can't get the stick pulled back out without pulling the whole trap. That's how good it strangles it. That's awesome. That's a good one if you have a tube, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
Very effective. Found this one here. It's called Rattlesnake Master. You can kind of see the small toothy edges.